I thought to myself, this dude has got such a fixation with women and blood. What is wrong with him? And then you remember that this dude, this disgusting dude, is the president of the United States. And you realize just how much he is diminishing the presidency of the United States. You realize that what he is doing is not just acting for Donald Trump. He's acting for all of us. He's acting for our president. And he is embarrassing. He is shameful. He is disgusting.
That single word captures the raw frustration of political commentator Ana Navarro. For years, she has been one of Donald Trump's most outspoken and consistent critics, and that clip right there shows why.
You can't control your tweeting habits? Then stop tweeting. Go seek therapy. Go knit. Find a hobby. Talk to your wife. Do anger management. You've got to realize once and for all, you are no longer just Donald Trump. You're no longer just speaking for Trump Tower and Trump brand and Trump hotels and Trump steaks. You are speaking for an entire country. And our people do not deserve to be embarrassed and be represented by somebody who is so unfit for the job.
Her argument isn't just political, it's personal. It's a plea for a standard of behavior she believes has been completely abandoned. Today, we're not talking about general criticism. We are diving deep into Ana Navarro's specific case against Trump, using her own words to show why she believes his character is unfit for the office.
Whenever you see Trump picking a fight the way he's doing with CNN and MSNBC.
CNN is scum. MSDNC is scum. The New York Times is scum. They're bad people. They're sick.
Whenever he's picking a fight with AOC, as he was doing from Air Force One, he's trying to distract.
And this right here is, without a doubt, one of Ana Navarro's most crucial observations about Donald Trump's method of operation. It's not just a theory, it's a playbook we've seen run time and time again. She is absolutely spot on.
Also, don't know who believes the stupid stuff Trump says or posts.
Dare he? How dare he question a judge's responsibility, a judge's adherence to the Constitution because he is of Mexican descent?
To understand the firestorm he ignited, we have to go back to 2016, when Donald Trump publicly claimed the American-born federal judge overseeing his Trump University lawsuit couldn't be impartial simply because of his Mexican heritage.
Mexican Americans bleed just as any other American when they go to war. They bled just as any other American at 911. They fight for America. They are Americans, and what he is doing is disgusting. I'm livid about it, and if this is his strategy to win over Hispanics, he's got a hell of a wake-up call coming to him.
For Ana Navarro, this was the ultimate proof. A blatant and racist attack on an American-born judge, showing that to distract from his own problems, Donald Trump was willing to undermine the very fabric of the American legal system.
So you've got to start pivoting. You've got to start acting presidential. You should have started 6 months ago. But I'm really tired of hearing words like disappointed, like disturbed, like I'm bothered, like I wish he wouldn't do it. It's time that somebody looks at the camera and looks at him and calls him up and says, listen, you crazy lunatic 70-year-old man, baby, stop it. You are now the president of the United States, the commander-in-chief, and you need to stop acting like a mean girl because we just won't take it.
For Ana Navarro, that kind of divisive behavior isn't just a character flaw. It's an attack on the unifying values that she believes truly define the American people.
That there is not one single label of Americanism. America means loving your country. America means sacrificing for your country. America means putting your country first. It does not mean what language you came here speaking. It does not mean what holiday you celebrate. It means patriotism, love of country, and shared values. It has nothing to do with culture.
We've heard the fiery, unfiltered, and direct critiques, but these passionate takedowns raise a fundamental question. Who is Ana Navarro? What's the story behind the strategist who has been one of the most prominent and consistent Republican critics of Donald Trump for nearly a decade?
My name is Ana Navarro, and after many months, after many hours, a lot of thought, a lot of questioning of myself, I cast my vote against Donald Trump. So many instances throughout this election where Donald Trump has offended me, outraged me, very personally. I remembered all of that. It made me sad. It made me mad. It made me indignant. It made me worried. It made me scared. And it was an incredibly hard choice. I don't like Hillary Clinton. I'm a lifelong Republican. I was a Republican before Donald Trump was a Republican. This man to me is an imposter who has put his name on the Republican Party. And I accept that he's the Republican nominee, but I refuse to accept that he represents Republican values.
People ask about Ana Navarro. If she is so vehemently opposed to the direction of the Republican Party under its current leader, why does she still call herself a Republican? The answer is simple. She is a Republican, and she's proud of it. For her, that's precisely the point. Her political identity isn't something she's willing to just surrender.
I can't get past the fact that we have a president who lacks the sufficient character. We have a president who is mean. We have a president who is nasty. We have a president who is immature, unstable, and just acts like a crazy person with anybody who attacks him because he's got thin skin and he is never going to pivot.
But in Ana Navarro's analysis, these aren't just descriptions of a mean and nasty person. She argues they are something far more alarming, the well-known characteristics of a dictator.
I lived through a right-wing dictatorship in Nicaragua,
tell us more.
and I lived as a child through left-wing dictatorship, the socialists, the Sandinistas. What do? They like to ration things, right? So the things that are coming out of Trump's mouth sound like rationing for the American people. I agree with you. He's not a socialist. What he is a authoritarian, and what he is a corrupt hypocrite. And, so whether he's a socialist or not, I think is not a relevant question. But he does have authoritarian characteristics that I think are far more troublesome.
Just a quick note before we continue. It's important for us that you know everything we're covering here. All the clips, the details are based on publicly available news reports and media, and we are following YouTube's community guidelines. If you appreciate this kind of detailed commentary, now is a perfect time to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's coming next. We'd love to have you.
Attacks on the media, the attacks on the arts, the unwillingness to accept election results. I mean, he's still there, and he won't accept the election results from 2020. Those are all things that dictators do. And so I will keep saying that he walks like a duck, he talks like a duck, and he looks like a duck.
Ana Navarro argues that for Donald Trump, the battlefield for settling scores isn't just limited to political rivals or the media. Sometimes it extends to the very symbols of American history and culture.
House Republicans have a new proposal, and it's to rename the Kennedy Center Opera House to the First Lady Melania Trump Opera House. I think I can imagine, but what do you think of this?
I mean, has anybody ever seen Melania Trump show any interest in opera?
On the surface, it's framed as a simple act of honoring someone new. But in her analysis, Ana Navarro sees this as something far more calculated and deeply personal. She dissects it as a textbook example of political revenge.
I think Trump won. There were a lot of slights against him that in Trump 2, he came back to take revenge on.
In the end, Ana Navarro's years of commentary force a difficult question upon the viewer. Are these simply the critiques of a political opponent or the prescient warnings of a canary in the coal mine? Drop a comment below and let me know.